in this game. So, as we get back to the Empire of the Lost.
The Empire of the Lost Doggos.
It's been about 5 minutes now after really remaining flat, trying to gauge if it's safe or not. As you sit in the center of these very black sand dunes, almost just like Black Sahara, as you assume the worst is past, as you don't see any sign of any more of these creatures and no movement other than the subtle wind that seems to be crossing the area, bringing up small torrents of black sand into like black twisters. Black.
Black. So everything's pretty dreary.
Correct.
Oh, I was gonna say pretty racist, but dreary works too.
I think they come a bit hand in hand.
Nah, it's okay. I said black first, so it's alright.
So what do you guys do?
Oh, currently got an unconscious person.
I don't fucking know.
We're in the middle of a desert, and we're literal
Fucking Shorty
miles
over here is the only
away
one who
from the
supposedly saw anything.
closest anything.
I'm snoring.
We need to move off this spot. I don't think there's any doubt that that thing or things came from the tower.
We definitely do need to move from here, but
where?
Yeah, it's the issue.
Same
I'd
place
say towards the castle. I'd say that if we move towards the castle, it might be dangerous, but where the fuck else are we gonna go? There's no other landmarks that we can go to anymore without the fear of dying, since they have pretty much the air locked down with these giant ass shadow drakes, as well as the laser shooting. So I think that we should probably move towards the castle, see if we could infiltrate the ground units, get someone to talk, and then get some information how to get the fuck out of here.
I like to think while he was doing that, I was like, shadow drakes, and like the points at the unconscious dude on the ground.
We need to rest before we get to the castle, or else we're going to start gaining exhaustion.
We do.
I do have.
There's no semblance of time out here.
I could, if you give me like half an hour, I could try to scout out the area. I can be pretty quiet when I want to. As well as I'm not the worst spotter in the world either.
We've already got one down. We need to find a spot to lie for the night.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. I'm just saying that I could.
Can I make a survival check for that, Ash?
And look around.
We could possibly set up tents at the low point of a dune and cover the tent itself slightly in sand to make it harder to spot.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
So as you guys are essentially getting to this conclusion, Raya kind of walks off from you guys and heads up the dune to try to get a better vision of this area. Raya, as you leave off from the party to try to get a greater idea of what you can see, you watch as you see this area of sand and many dunes that seems to cascade for as far as you can see. But the weirdest part about it is, as you're looking out here, it seems very desert-esque, except for the fact that 10 out of every 100 dune looks to be slowly moving, as if it's some type of creature. Other than that, you don't see anything else out here.
I'm gonna go back to the group. We need to get back in the ship.
We can't go back in the ship. They know where the ship is.
It's less dangerous in there than it is out here. Those dunes, they're moving.
Right.
Like something is in them.
Right.
Well, just take the Gaelic and see the things with you when you look around. And he could tell you if it's just the natural dunes, because we don't know anything about the natural environment, or if it's the creatures. Right.
I suppose if they've
Fucking
already
Sparky
checked...
McMagic Pants over here is unconscious again, so he's not going to be any help.
Oh, okay, right. He's not Carlo, sorry.
Actually confirmed you guys don't know he can do magic yet.
Oh, he seems to know stuff about magic, though.
I know nothing about magic, so
Yeah,
anything I don't
Considering
understand is
we
like,
all
alright.
know nothing about magic and he knows more than nothing.
He knows this fucking place, so...
Staying here is a death sentence.
right. I mean, if we close the doors, they can't. They might know where the ship is, but they can't get in at least. Possibly.
Whatever that
At
was,
least for a few hours, it will be safer than anywhere else.
I'm not sure about that.
Where was that? That dune with the moving? Can I look at that before we do anything?
There were multiple.
You would have to go up there, or you can actually just talk to her.
No, I want to go close to it, see if I could smell anything.
Well, without getting proper direction, then go up there and roll a survival.
Well, where did you go? What dune?
I will take him with me to where I went, and I will point out the ones that are moving.
So as she points them out for you, you see the occasional, dune, almost akin to turtle-esque behavior, just start to move in the sand before eventually stopping and then settling down again.
I'm gonna start to see if I could sniff anything out down there.
You would have to get closer.
Oh. Righty. Well, I will try to get closer
I'm gonna stay where I am and just call out after him. It's your funeral.
while sneaking.
Keep in mind, this is nothing that's close. The closest dune is about 800 feet away from where you guys are.
Okay. Well,
these are dunes. They aren't just hills. These are very large things moving about in the
Alright.
distance.
Oh well, fuck that. Let's go back to the thing then instead.
Yeah, I think going back to the metal thing would be a better idea.
So you guys head back into the vessel?
Yes.
I will take first watch outside it. I think that's a smart move.
Because we
I'll
have
take
at least
second
one,
watch.
maybe that to have 2 on watch.
Say again?
Good point.
So it's probably best to have 2 on watch since we do have 4.
Is that enough?
Well, 5, but Scrawny's already sleeping.
Oh, would we still get enough sleep if was essentially having 2 people on watch, splitting it up?
Well, we need to have someone.
If we just
watching
do
the
a couple hours each, then it should be fine.
If you want 2 people to be awake, I suppose you could just have them overlap slightly.
Yeah.
So there would be times where one person would be at watch, there'd be times 2 people would be at watch. And then everyone would have enough sleep as well to get rest.
I'm down.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
I'll take first.
I'll take second.
Yeah, I'll go
Last
third.
first.
I am going to position myself outside, sit down with my axe next to me, and my back against the metal wall.
I will carry Ratsulian inside and find somewhere for him.
I would get out my bedroll and all that kind of thing.
Alright. Anything else?
Alright, so we've...
Anything else would be Simon, since he hasn't stated yet.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting that when I'm muted and when I'm not muted. So I think that I'm muted, and I was like, okay, well they know that I'm muted, but then it turns out.
No, I could definitely hear your
yeah.
keyboard.
Yeah, I can hear my typing. Yeah, because I think that I'm muted, but I'm not actually muted. Yeah, let's see here. Who was? Let's see. Names. Fucking A.
You don't even fucking know my name.
Uh,
I didn't tell you.
Yeah. I got
My
a name
notes.
and I got nothing else.
Well, the big muscly girl with the runic tattoos, also known as Ryu. I don't know why I got that name, but I have that name written. She was taking the first watch, right, and then we're heading back to the ships, and I want to rest as well if I can.
No. You're getting it in the wrong order. We're
We're
back
going
at the
back
ship.
to the ship.
No, we are back at
Yeah.
the ship.
So
Yeah.
we've had back to the ship. She's taking the first watch.
Outside,
I wanna-
specifically.
And I've taken second watch. And then it's up to you third and fourth. Where I can't smoke as side third and fourth.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I just assumed that you were just placed in the order, but yeah, I could go last. Some fourth.
Alright, so with all of you taking the necessary requirements to sleep, Raya, can you hear from that far? No? Didn't think so.
As a bit of
And then she
overlap.
dies.
I'm here! God damn it.
I need you to make a spot check as everybody else settles into sleep.
Is it gonna be the day of the bad rolls for me? We'll
Damn
find
right.
out.
After the break. Yes.
Damn, son.
That's a
I'm
1.
so good. I'm great.
So, you try to pay attention to this area, but the cascading black dunes, along with the very hard to tell difference between the sky and the ground, it paints a very chaotic and turmoil place, which actually fits akin with your personality as you kind of just look out and have a moment to yourself. It's like, well,
I'm fucking connecting with nature here, man.
Yo, man.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Can I focus more on listening?
you can give that a shot if you would like.
Alright. Because I actually have listened.
How dare you have listened?
Could have been better, but
So, about an hour has passed after you gave up of really paying attention. You just check yourself too. It's like, wait, supposed to be on watch, not just fucking about. So, you start to concentrate around and try to listen to your areas around you. As you turn your head, as you see this small creature, it's about the size of a watermelon, just currently just perched up next to you, rolled up into a small little ball. Its identifying features make it seem feline-like, or feline-like, except for the fact of, instead of looking at fur, it's like you're looking at the night sky when you look at its body. And it has these small wings that seem to be wrapped up next to it as it's curled into it. It's like a small ball next to you. Slightly just giving off a
the fucking babby one. It's on the ground next to me?
yes.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna leave it the fuck alone. I'm just gonna keep listening.
And that was your first mistake. No.
Can't hear you, Mr. Unconscious.
Uh-huh.
And I mean,
I know nothing.
You're not fucking here.
So-
I know
I would have tamed it. Like 100%. This is my pet now.
So around 3 hours in, who is second watch?
I have a second watch.
Do you wake or do you need Rye to wake you up?
I imagine I'll be able to wake up. I've
Given a military background, probably.
military-ish. You don't know. He's clearly got some kind of military-ish background, but he's an any icon. Most of them do.
So eventually you rouse yourself up as you look in your general direction. You can see that Braxulian's still laid on his back on the floor of the ship itself, and I'm guessing, Riker, you're sleeping in a chair, maybe?
Something like that, yeah. Just keeping close to Mage.
Just saying, I do have a sleeping bag on me.
Yeah, like
I find that
Twilight got
funny that he
bedrolls.
just laid me on the floor.
I've got a bedroll, like a...
So that kind of
I put a bit of sand on your chest to warm me up.
And Smokey is, I guess, curled up in a corner since he doesn't actually have things to sleep with.
No, exactly.
Hobo
I'm
cat
also
over
afraid and alone, and it's dark outside.
here.
As you turn your head to look towards Raya, who seems to just be sitting on the edge of the ship with her axe pointed very prominently in the ground at the sand, and this small creature that, when trying to pierce its overall form, looks like you're looking at the night sky just laying next to her.
So I walk over, trying to not make too much noise. What exactly is that?
Don't know, don't care.
Oh, do you not think it might be something worth caring about? It could be dangerous.
Not at the moment. If there's anything we've learned here, it's probably better not to fuck with things.
I don't necessarily mean waking it up. I just mean keep an eye on it, of course.
I'm listening.
Okay.
So you're now on watch 2. Go ahead and roll a spot.
Go, well, big spots for big kids.
Side note, I have named him Fluffy.
Do you mention this?
No. I'm totally joking.
I don't know.
So I was gonna name him Midnight, so you know. You fuck up the naming here.
Yeah, I did the spots.
Damn, son!
As you start to look out, you notice, looking out in the darkness, a few things about the dunes that you didn't pay attention to before when all the commotion was happening. There seems to be these subtle lights that are bouncing around the tops of them, as you see these creatures flying around the lights themselves in a very rhythmic pattern. Looking at them, they seem to be very similar to the one next to you, but this one seems to be smaller in comparison.
Forks.
So the dunes are moving. Like kind of a...
No, that's not what I said at all.
I thought you said the dunes are moving.
And I said at the top of the dunes you see these lights, and these creatures flying around the lights.
I would point those out to Rhea and be like, "Do you see those lights over there and the creatures around them?"
Do I, since he's pointing them out?
Yes, you do.
I do.
Any idea what that could be?
Not exactly, but they look like this one next to me, if only slightly. Best to keep an eye on them.
Could
We may not have long here.
go its way.
As you would continue to watch, you notice as one of them starts to fly down towards the direction of the ship, and it's like the difference between a cat and dog from what yours is and what this one is as it flies up, and like slowly looks like it's stalking the one that's sleeping as it moves step by step closer to it.
This one's also pretty small, right?
Say again?
This one's also like still same kind of size, pretty small.
Like I said, it's akin to cat and dog, different sizes. The one that you have is like a cat, and this one's like a dog.
Okay.
I'm just tightening my grip on my axe and keeping a very, very close eye on the one that's moving.
If it goes after that one, do you think we should intervene or just let it happen.
I'm worried that this one may be a bigger one's baby, which is why I didn't touch it. So yes, we probably should.
Okay.
As you guys continue to watch, it slowly stalks, gets up to around 5 feet away from the creature before settling down. And around
I'm just gonna.
Yep.
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm just gonna take my axe and I'm gonna plant it slowly but firmly in the ground in my hand between the two.
Go ahead and
to
roll
just
intimidation.
make a statement. Well, I'm great at that, so. Am I going to be great at it, though? Dang!
As you do so, the sudden interference with your axe, and essentially it was not even really paying attention to you guys as you guys were here. It catches sight of you as it shows its red like fangs as it gives you a hiss before beating its wings and flapping away as the smaller one would again wake up and just have its wings are flat down to the ground and its ears down and just looking around as it watches the other thing fly away before like backing up slowly, which I guess at this point would just bump into your foot, Rye, as it like tries to back up and essentially make itself as hidden as possible like behind your leg.
I'm gonna let it. And I'll relax a little bit.
First thing I think we found isn't actually hostile.
Hopefully there aren't more.
So it's currently around your leg right now as it's like tucking in its wings, trying to make itself as small as possible behind your leg.
I'll lower my hands near it.
Same decision, same time.
No, you're fucking going for it. I'm just like gently lowering my hand down so it can see my hand.
Alright, so you're doing it in front of its face? Or
not directly in front of it, but close to its head, yes, with my free hand.
As you do this, it realizes what it was bumping into is actually a living thing. As
oh no!
It didn't realize this because you guys didn't move ever since it woke up.
Oh no!
Oh jeez.
I scared it!
As it... You can just see, as you're looking down at it, just these very blue, terrified eyes. And
oh no!
Like these very, like, almost pearly white teeth as it quickly turns and just leaps towards the ship and just does a small jump and hover, and you watch as it enters the ship.
We need to try to calm it down. Do you know anything about animals at all?
Ash, how do I answer that?
I don't
Nature.
know anything.
Or handle animal if you have it.
Handle animals is technically like an advantage, but I didn't actually take a skill in it.
Then you don't have it.
Okay, no, wait, what do you mean?
My race has...
Oh, so you picked Caliban, did you pick handle animal?
I picked fucking sail!
Okay, so no, you don't have it.
No, and Ash knows I was debating for at least like 20 minutes between the two.
So yeah, you don't know anything.
Fuck you, man.
How do you answer?
Not as much as many of my people.
Right. I haven't had the best track history of animals myself. Just having a memory back to the time I got poisoned and then almost mauled to death by wolves.
Let's keep you away from it then.
No. I didn't say that. That was what he's thinking about. As he said, he doesn't have the best track history. But to make sure it doesn't hurt anyone, at least.
Will do. I'm gonna go back inside the ship and just keep an eye on it. I'm not gonna make any move toward it. I'm not going to say anything or make any noise.
Go ahead and roll a spot to try to find it first.
All right. This is gonna go great. Fantastic.
And Davidos, that's a -1.
I am rolling so shitty today. I'm an embarrassment to the team.
You can't seem to find it as you look into the darkness of the ship itself, trying to get an eye on it, but as far as you can tell, you can't see it.
Do I see that?
Can I listen to it, considering it was flying?
Yeah, you can give it a listen.
Okay. Big money, no whammies. God damn it!
You actually can hear the sound of what seems like
Silence.
light cat trembling feet. That seems to be coming from Durdmere. Oh no.
Oh no, Derma's not here.
Coming from Genghis's.
You wish.
That seems to be coming from Genghis's discarded tent that's on the ground. And as you do notice, not tent, sleeping bag.
Bedroll.
And as you look over there, you can tell that there's a small hump on it.
I'm gonna leave it be, but I'm gonna keep my eye on it.
On whose sleeping bag did it go?
Genghis's.
I have an idea. I'm gonna try to feed it a ration. Oh shit! Oh no, wait, no.
You're
Better
not
idea.
inside the ship.
Well, no, like I'm on like the door. Like I can still see in.
Oh, if you hand it to me, I can do it.
No, I've got an idea. I'm gonna
okay.
defeat something. I have 2 supplies worth of any Aiken-made jerky. I want to give it a tiny bit of one, or attempt to. Been holding on to the shit for any day.
Go ahead. Since you guys don't have animal, roll me a charisma check.
Outside.
Charisma. Oh, you fool!
You
fool!
Calm down.
No.
Charisma with a -5.
Okay, that's still doable. Do I get bonuses?
This is all you, buddy.
Snacks?
No, you don't get bonuses for 6 sucks.
6 snacks, not sucks. Stop it. It's bullying.
Go ahead and roll.
Yep.
So describe how you do this.
So I would very slowly kind of walk/crawl my way towards the bedroll, and like kind of make a like kind of tapping thing and kind of the metal floor to gain his attention, and I'd have like a small bit of the jerky, just a teensy bit to begin with. Have it out in my hand, and I would place it down once I am relatively sure I've got its attention.
So as you guys sit here, a minute goes by, then 10, then eventually 15, as you watch its head just slowly peek out from underneath the sleeping blanket, as it would look towards you first, Genghis, and just blink its very blue, surprisingly blue eyes. Granted, instead of blinking like a regular cat, it blinks sideways, more like akin to a lizard.
Right.
As its head would then arc down and look towards the discarding of the piece of meat that you had.
Oh yes, much more important.
Much more important.
As it slowly moves
We'll be fine.
from underneath the sleeping bag, almost in the same stalking manner as the one that approached it, but
Yeah.
more akin, instead of a stalk, it just has its head bent and looking up towards you guys, more so in a more submissive tone than a stalking one.
Yeah.
As it reaches up and then just reaches a paw and paws at it until it can eventually hook its white-looking claws into it and just slowly drag it towards it before putting it towards its face and looking like it's starting to eat on it.
Yes. When it's finished with that tiny little bit, I want to tear off a tiny bit more. For that one, I'm going to hold out in my hand.
As you do, it looks like it starts to back off as you begin to move again.
Very, very slow movements.
Give me a sleight of hand.
A big slow. I'm
Big
pretty
slow.
Sure, pretty sure I've got fuck all for sleight of hand. But, here we go. Oh, he tried.
Not time though.
Big try.
As you do so, it doesn't seem to keep its courage as it immediately turns and runs back underneath the blanket. The sleeping bag.
But come on.
You're making progress at least. That's something.
You go back to your watch. I will stay here with it. I'll take the piece of jerky from him, and I'm just gonna sit.
I'm not letting you have it.
Fuck you! You need to go and fucking watch.
No, it's only I can jerky. This stuff's mine.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna take a bit of my food then. Fuck you.
What is your food?
Man, I don't even fucking know. What is it?
I don't know. What is it? Do you
I don't
have
fucking
any?
know. I
You
do.
don't have anything special, it's just rations.
Trying to feed it rations.
That's
You
fine.
think
I
you
don't
are.
fucking care. It's food. It's fine. Jesus. I'm just gonna sit. I'm just gonna have my hand, like the back of my hand on the floor, and it's just gonna be a little bit of food in my palm, and I'm just gonna sit there.
Yeah, I guess I
Just
did
in
that.
case it wants it.
But I want to do that. But I'm now upset. I want to do that. But yeah,
You need to fucking watch!
I'll go and watch.
Jesus! There could be anything out there now.
Alfie, you could give me food if you want instead. It's fine.
Nah.
I mean, I'm also hungry and I am also a cat, so.
No.
Alright,
You're not like
fine.
a space cat with wings, though.
Yeah.
But I can talk and stab people.
It's fine.
Genghis, as you head back onto your watch, you notice, like, not too far up on the dune, you can just see, sitting, with its tail just swashing back and forth, what you assume to be the same one that was stalking the little one earlier of these creatures, is currently watching the ship.
How close is it?
About, like, 100 feet.
Do we try the same thing with this one?
Oh my god.
Don't you oh my god me?
I'm not fucking here, so I can't say anything.
Nah, it's too far away.
As you just stand there watching it for a while, eventually it just beat its small wings, but with a great enough force to lift it off the ground as it just flies up the dune towards the others. As you see them begin to move around and eventually fly off out of sight across the dunes. Right. So the lights that were there would slowly begin to fade and become non-existent again.
I'm dozing as I'm sitting, by the way. So I at least get some sleep.
That's fine.
Oh, you could basically go to sleep now because had enough overlap.
Alright, so an hour would pass. Then 2. Then 3. Then 4.
Okay.
Riker, what'd you wake up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm straight former military. I can get myself up.
So as you just shake yourself awake as you're in the chair of the ship, you look around your surroundings. Ratsulian still laying down, very much so. In bad shape, but with your proper bandages. Simon, you're not muted.
Fuck. Sorry.
That's what push-to-talk is for, man.
I have to be on my phone to be able to have the cam, so I don't have push to talk.
So as you're looking around, you just see him there. As you watch, turning to Smokey, who's slightly shivering, but in a ball in the corner. It looks like he's not taking the fact that he's naked and without any real means of covering himself while trying to sleep on the ground with nothing to really help him with that.
No, I am sad and cold and hungry and it's dark.
We take great care of our party members.
Take better care of a cat.
And as you turn to continue to look around, you watch Rai, for whatever reason, seems to just be slouched on the ground with her head down and her legs just wide open and sleeping like that.
Okay.
Don't forget I have food in my hand, too.
Now you're back to him.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm gonna leave whatever that is alone. And I will pull out my sleeping bag and just kind of curl it around the cat. And then I'll go outside.
When you say the cat, you mean Smokey, right?
Yes.
Okay, because you have to specify now.
Yeah. Now there are 2.
So you begin to head outside as you just see Genghis just very passively just leaning against the side of the ship and just looking around, seemingly looking like he's looking towards the dune tops themselves. As you come out here,
Everything all right?
We've had a few run-ins with these creatures. They act like a bit like animals. There's normal ones, really. There's actually one in the whatever this really is at the moment. Should still be in my bedroll.
Why have we let it with us?
Doesn't particularly seem to be hostile. If anything, appears to be something that could be quite friendly if we make sure it's not scared of us anymore. Other than that, there was another one that tried to, I think, eat it, hunt it. Same difference. And we scared that one off. We think this small one might be a child of a much bigger one, so we thought it'd be a best idea to make sure it doesn't die around here.
If it's a child of the bigger one, why would it be hunting?
No. The one in the ship is a child. Probably a child, we're not sure.
Yeah, but you said there was a bigger one that was trying to eat the child?
No. There's another one that was trying to eat the one we think is a child. And we think that the child will have a parent somewhere, and it's probably a good idea for it to not die.
Doesn't it seem logical that the other one is its parent?
Why did it be attempting to eat it?
What if it wasn't trying to eat it? What
They
if it was
didn't
just trying
exactly.
to get back?
They didn't exactly look the same, did they?
They all look the same. The only thing of a notable feature that you were able to tell that's very starkly different is the larger one had red fangs and orange eyes, and the one you have has blue eyes and very pearly white fangs.
No, they don't look the same. And besides, it was very clearly going after it. Looked like an animal that was about to pounce.
Well, right.
Anyway,
So, Riker, you're now your assisted shift with Genghis, so go ahead and give me a spot.
should I continue to a spot or?
It's just going off your other one.
Okay, cool.
Looking out here, doesn't seem like there's much activity happening out here at all. It's just very silent, very dark.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll keep looking out for these creatures that are similar but different. What do you plan to do with the other one?
Which other one? The one in the hill or the one up there?
The one in here.
Either, I don't know, possibly tame it or possibly just make sure it leaves without any hostility.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we ought to be carrying things with us that we don't understand. We're in a strange place.
Then probably just get it to leave without any hostility then.
Right.
So, after a couple hours pass, Genghis, you get the subtle nod by Riker to say that he's got things under control.
Go to bed. But I can't sleep in the bedroll, can I?
You go back inside and you just see Rai's silhouette, or not silhouette, form. Like, you get the side view-ish. It looks like she just has her head down. A big drip of drool just coming down from her mouth.
I'm so elegant.
Legs spread eagle and hand just in between her legs and just...
Is the ration gone?
Do you move over to try to see?
Yeah, let's have a look.
As you see the scene of the creature currently curled up in a small ball, like between her legs, and her head, its head rested on her hand.
Fucking victory!
But the rations just knocked on the ground next to it.
Yeah, rations are shit.
Fuck you! It's sleeping with me!
But it's out of the bedroll.
Yes.
Oh, well, I guess I'll go in bedroll then.
Alright, so you go to sleep. Riker. An hour passes. Then another. And it's around this time that you watch the Doom that would be next to the ship, which is about 100 feet off, begin to vibrate and move as you see something akin to like crab-like legs shoot out from its sides as the Doom picks up about 15 feet away from the ground and it just slowly starts to trudge off towards a different direction.
Giant sand crabs. Cool.
Well, that's disturbing.
Very, actually. Because not akin to our crabs that are red and tannish. These are black and purple.
Yucko.
And very spiked and... You don't see anything that resembles a face, but you do watch it move away from here. That leaves kind of the ship in the middle of a valley-esque like setting with no dunes blocking it any longer.
I'm immediately reminded of our spider person past.
It's a subtle reminder, but it's enough to trigger. As you continue on with your watches, other than that little, well, not little, it was actually pretty fantastic to see. Nothing else seems to happen. Another 2 hours would pass, and eventually, Smokey, do you wake up or do you sleep through your supposed start shift? You're muted.
You're muted.
Got it out.
Alright, so I'm not gonna wake up immediately. You know, I am known as the Bat Cat, so I will wake up on time. But during circumstances, I'm not gonna wake up on time. I'm gonna be like 15 minutes late, maybe 30 minutes late if no one wakes me up. But Riker, if you wake me up, I have something to show you.
Riker is one who's very prudent and likes things to go on track, so we come and wake you up.
Alrighty. So you wake me up, and I'm a small curled up ball of fur in the middle of a cold room in one of the corners. I'm gonna turn to you. Like, you wake me up, and I'm gonna turn to you. I'm gonna show you that face, and I'm gonna say, I wanna go home.
Oh no!
I wanna go home. And then I mope over towards the post at the outside. I go like, oh, is there anything worth noting? Fuck it. So wake me up when I'm asleep. It's cold everywhere. I just wanna go home.
As you're getting up and moving, you
God.
notice that a bedroll starts to roll off of your form from where you were sleeping at.
You guys are so nice. So I
Riker,
perk about
say
like,
bye.
thank you. That's very kind of you.
No problem. You're welcome to keep that for your watch if it keeps you warmer. You mentioned home. Where is home?
Not on this plane, first of all. A small village far away from here. It's called Sollebrunn. It's a very small village. I'll tell you about it sometime if we get out of this place alive. Was there anything that you saw, by the way? Should I?
Yes.
Is there still dragons out there?
There's something, I don't know. Genghis mentioned some sort of small animal with wings that they were trying to make cooperative, but then another one who was bigger that they thought was trying to eat it, so they prevented that. It's with them, I think. And then there was one of these dunes sprouted legs and walked off.
Did you give them something before they went to bed? I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm just saying, if they took a bit of an extra hit before they went to sleep, like a nightcap.
Didn't mention anything like that.
I'm just saying it's a stressful place. I wouldn't blame them. Alright, I'll keep up for walking dunes and small things and slightly bigger things that might fight. And yeah.
As you just have this air of disbelief, you would walk out to look at the scene in front of you. Notice the very large dune that was very much the excursion of the ship is gone.
So I'm gonna turn around. Go like, what the fuck? what the fuck?
Wait, what? The ship is gone?
No, the dune, because he wasn't believing you. That's why he was asking you that stuff.
Alright, okay, so I'm just gonna blink a bit and take my post to look around.
Well, look, if I know we found you without any accoutrements, you're welcome to hold on to my sword for your watch if you need to.
That is very kind of you. I will take you up on that offer, actually.
Right.
So we can tell small
I
note
mean,
my character notes
Riker,
here.
isn't your
go ahead and
sword
roll
going to be
this.
way too big?
Oh, no. It's still a sword.
Yeah,
He has
still
con,
meaty.
so. Go
we
ahead and
need
roll a
it.
listen check, Riker.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So I made a new note on Riker, and then a new note is he's a gentle giant.
Aww.
As he's having this conversation, as you hand him your sword and the sheath towards him, you just hear the subtle, gurgles of his stomach, followed by a pained expression on his face that it looks like he's trying to stomach through.
Oh yeah, right. I haven't eaten in a few days.
Right.
We're all hungry. We'll get food in the morning. That's fine. You don't have to worry.
Well, if you're sure. I'll be needing it back in the morning, but it seems prudent for whoever to have on watch, at least be armed.
I appreciate that. Well, what kind of sword is it?
It's an iron sword.
Sweet. I can actually use that. Nice.
It's around this time. You hear a gasping yell come from directly behind you where Bratsulian was laying.
Oh. Oh dear.
Stay out here. I'll go check on that.
Yeah, alright.
As Bratsulian,
I'll
you eventually wake from what you could understand like you were drowning in darkness, yet this essence that seemed to be the continuum of space was just clawing at your legs over and over again until eventually it struck enough of a chord to just shock you to consciousness.
What? Okay, what's going on?
As you look around you, you see that you're on the ground of the ship. Genghis seems to be sleeping in a sleeping bag not too far away from you, as Rai seems to be spread eagle, head down, arm between her legs, with this creature that seems to be the essence of the sky, with these blue eyes just watching you while laying against her head.
Wait, aren't they also really close to my sleeping bag as well?
That's what I said.
Oh yeah.
So, does this thing I'm looking at look like a smaller version of the Shadow Drake from before?
No.
Okay. I'm all fuzzy on the description of it from an hour ago.
And as you're watching it, you notice Riker's coming into the ship. And Riker, you notice that he's sat up.
I just hold my finger up and walk over towards him.
What is going on? What is that thing?
And Riker, this is the first time... Actually, no. Did you see it yet?
No, he
he
didn't
hasn't
see it.
seen it.
So yeah, this is the first time when he points it out that you actually see the creature, as its blue eyes are just blinking sideways while watching the two of you move.
Also, while I'm waiting for an answer, I'm doing my own mental thingamajig, if I can find my roll, my dice. We go on.
I don't know what it is. They found it outside. They seem to have taken a liking to it.
Do I have any knowledge of this thing, Ash?
Well. Oh.
should I roll a spot, by the way, since I'm having the shift? Right. Listen and sound for just spot.
That'd probably be a good idea.
Yes, it's gonna be good.
They said there.
Oh.
As you're looking around, Smoke, you can tell that in the immediate area of the ship. One thing you do know, without the dune that was essentially giving you guys cover, you guys are abnormally nakedly in the open now.
Oh, sweet. Sweet.
But other than that, you don't see anything of particular note happening in the area. What you do notice, though, is there's a large hole about 40 feet in diameter, close to where the dune, where you could ascertain the center of the dune was. There's a hole there.
Okay, that's terrifying. Was he any of those small creatures that he tried to describe to me?
Say again? No, you don't see any creatures out here.
Fuck. I wanted to see if I could tail my own thing. I'll do it when my shift is over. Right, I'm gonna do my job, sit out here. I'm very pleased with my little blanket made of a bedroll and an actual sword, and very pleased. There we go. Just sitting like,
Oh my god.
That's how I imagine myself looking, by the way. Just like at all times.
I love that, like, for every face you make in the game, you actually, like, Google a cat face.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And also, if you look at the camera, try to imitate each cat face
I know you
when I
do.
post them.
It's great.
Oh fuck, you should see it, like, if I do something
No, okay, fine.
if I do something complicated, I at times, like, do stuff with my hand, because one time I was hiding in a game, and I was really, like, into the game, and then, when I finished the hiding, I realized, oh, I've been, like, hiding behind my chair while saying this.
Nice.
Because I had, like, one of those spin chairs, so I was like, oh, if it's, like, yeah. Alright. So, sorry, I was spotting. To the final thing. It's 4 hours per shift, right? Or are we taking less?
Yes, it is, but we're waiting on Michael to do something because he was talking in PM.
Alright.
Riker, where's Smokey?
He's on watch. You should rest.
Gone with the wind.
You took a... Whatever you did scared whatever that was off, so thank you for that.
What do you mean what I did?
Back there before night.
It's night now? There is a night? That's interesting. By the way, I don't... Oh, you mean with the Shadow Drake?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh my god. Are you guys seriously fucking, like, flirting in chat?
What? No?
Oh my god.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright,
We're talking about this.
Whatever
We already.
whatever that was. I don't know. I couldn't see it, but it ran away after, and you went down, so you should get some rest.
Yeah, I remember it pretty much kicking me in the face.
Yeah, we've got watch covered.
Alright, fine. You're right. I feel like shit. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
What is singing based on, by the way?
Perform.
I'm just asking, like, if I say that I want to put all of my points into perform singing, what
Then you
will
would
that
have
scale up?
performance skin. It's skill. If you're a bard,
Can
it
I
would
make
be
an
charisma.
untrained?
No, you can't.
Can I make an?
You're just really bad
Oh
at
man.
it.
No, you can't say that. Come on.
Until you get it, you're
I just
really
wanna
bad
have
at it.
no. I just
Okay.
wanted to sing something while I was like having to watch.
You can't.
Like
I'm
over
not
the-
saying you can't sing. It's just you're really bad at it.
No, alright. I'm gonna accept that as an answer. I'm gonna start a petition for myself. Shut up. I have great at singing. Well, one thing actually that was a serious question. How does natural healing work in this game?
You have to spend a day of not doing anything strenuous, and then you heal 1 HP per day after that.
It's a huge bitch.
Yeah, it's a real motherfucker.
So Riker, are you gonna
Alrighty.
stay up with him for his partial shift, or are you just gonna go back to bed?
I mean, I'd stay up as long as I'm supposed to and then return to my chair.
Like, so like you to sleep in a chair.
So is there any more conversation that this leads to then? As you guys watch, that seems like Bretsulian is going back to sleep. Or going to sleep, actually, instead of just being unconscious.
My roll 20. I'm disconnected to the server. Is that only me?
No, that's just you.
Yeah,
Mine's fine.
I'm
What
good.
the fuck is happening?
Just refresh the page.
Oh, don't worry
No,
about it right now.
something's happening with my. Okay, it's in my internet.
Is there any conversation between Catman and Oxen?
I mean, I would stay relatively quiet, trying not to draw attention.
I'm just focused on my job at hand. Usually I would talk more, but right now I'm just like. I did say thank you though, quite a lot, when it first happened, because I got taken care of like a small child again.
So eventually, after a couple of hours pass and anything happens, eventfully, Riker would move back without saying anything really and just head to his chair. As he would slouch down, you can feel the weight of the ship actually slightly altering when he sits in it. As he just crosses his arms over himself and just rests his large bowl-like head on his stomach as he would fall back to sleep. And Smokey, for the rest of your shift, nothing happens, surprisingly enough.
Hooray!
I am the best guard. That's
Best
fine.
guard.
And with your shift, we're going to go ahead and take our last break of the night, day, and be back here in about 10 to 15 minutes to see what else you guys can get up to while being in the plane of dark. So, see you guys soon. Peace.
So, yeah.
That fucking cat thing is mine.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
mine.
we're keeping the cat.
No,
thing.
I
Mine.
fucking found it first, bitch.
No.
It's
Mine.
sleeping with me.
Also,
Oh,
everybody.